Welcome students to Navin Sir Physics classes. So in this lecture we are going to discuss about the same concept, vectors. So already we started vectors. In lecture 1 we discussed about the different types of vector and how to represent a vector, and we also studied about the unit vector. Okay, in this session we are going to see some more concept related to the vector. So in last session we discussed about the unit vector. So in this we are going to discuss about position vector. So position vector is represented by r bar. So what is mean by position vector? So its name it shows it is a vector which is used to represent the position of a given vector. It is a vector which is used to represent the position of a vector. Let us take 2 points in a coordinate system. So A, B. Let us take A coordinates are x1, y1, z1, and B coordinates are x2, y2, z2. Let us join that positions of A and B with origin. So now we can write position vector of A, that means OA bar. I am taking this as R1. So R1 we can write same notation like AXI plus AYJ plus AZJ. So here XI X1I plus Y1J plus Z1K. It is OA representation, and OB representation is R2 bar is equals to X2I plus Y2J plus Z2K. Now let us find out the distance between the two vectors. This one I want to find. Okay, for suppose D is the distance between them. So D bar, it is also a vector. So distance between A bar and B bar, it is also known to be displacement vector. So displacement vector is a difference between final position vector minus initial position vector, R2 bar minus R1 bar. So X2I plus Y2J plus Z2K minus X1I plus Y1J plus Z1K. Therefore we can write X2 minus X1 of I plus Y2 minus Y1 of J plus Z2 minus Z1 of K is a displacement vector of A and B bar. Okay, so here position vector gives the information about the position of a point in a space. Displacement vector is gives the distance between the 2 points. That means if A is moved to B, then how long it has to travel, how long it is taking, the displacement between that can be given by R2 bar minus R1 bar. So this position vector, sometimes it is also known to be radius vector. position vector is also known to be radius vector. Okay, this is about position vector. So position vector, what is the importance of the position vector? Position vector is used to represent the position of a vector in a space or in a plane. For suppose we have two vectors here. So two vectors are given as a bar is equals to axi, or we can take one and two terms, a2j plus a3k, and b bar is given as b1i b2j plus b3k. If a bar equals to b bar, then automatically a1 equals to b1, a2 equals to b2, and a3 is equals to b3. In the same way, magnitude of vector a1 square plus a2 square plus a3 square is equals to under root of b1 square plus b2 square plus b3 square. This you can write as application. Okay, so let us take one example. A simple example we'll take. So initial position of the point is given. A particle initially at 2, 4, 6 meter moves finally to the point B 3, 2, minus. They are asking find displacement vector of the particle. Displacement vector of the particle they are asking. Okay, so displacement vector, this is a vector, this is the initial position and this is final position. If we represent the initial position vector, r1 equals to 2i plus 4j plus 6k, and r2 how can we write? 3i plus 2j minus 3k we can write. Now they are asking displacement vector. Displacement vector is equals to r2 bar minus r1 bar, final position vector minus initial position vector. 3 minus 2 of I plus 2 minus 4 of j plus minus 3 minus 6 k. Therefore 1i minus 2j minus 9k is the displacement vector of when a particle moves from A to B. Alright, let us take one more example here. In the question they given that a particle has the following displacement in succession. That is, in what way the object is moving given. So 12 meter towards north, 12 meters towards east, 5 meter towards north, and then 6 meter vertically upwards. Then they are asking find the magnitude of the resultant displacement. Let us see. So first let us assume this, in what way the particle is moving. So these are the geographical directions. First 12 meters towards north. So this is our coordinate system, for suppose. So this we can also take this vector, this axis like this, x dash, y dash, z dash. We can also write our coordinate system because it is a perpendicularly coming out z direction. Okay, so along x axis 12 meter, and then how many meters towards north? 5 meters. So north direction is nothing but along this. So we can write like this. And then from there vertically upwards. So 5 meter, 6 meter. They are asking this resultant displacement. If you analyze this, it is along x axis, it is along y axis, and it is along z axis. That means we are getting the 12 units along x, 5 units along y, 6 units along z. Therefore we can represent d bar is equals to 12i plus 5j plus 6k we can get. And what about its magnitude? Magnitude is equals to under root of, they are asking magnitude 144 12 square 25 plus 36. So we are going to get 205 meters is the magnitude of the resultant. Okay, right. Let us move to the next type of vector, that is null vector. Sir, what is mean by null vector? Null vector is nothing but a vector whose magnitude equals to 0. So what are the examples for this? These kind of vector exist or not? Yes, this kind of vector will exist. Where it will exist? Let us take a point at origin. So what is the position of the point at origin? How can we represent 0, 0, 0? That means its position with respect to x-axis, y-axis, z-axis 0. That's why can I say its position vector is 0. That means position of a particle at origin is a null vector. Now let us take one more example. If the object is thrown vertically upwards with an initial velocity u, after reaching the highest point, its final velocity is 0. That means velocity vector of an object which is thrown vertically upwards at its highest point its magnitude is 0. That means velocity vector at this point is what kind of vector? Is a null vector. For suppose an object is moving with a constant velocity along straight line. If it is moving with a constant velocity, how can we write its acceleration? dv by dt. Velocity constant function derivatives is 0. That means acceleration vector is 0 in this case. For suppose if the object is moving under the balanced forces, so due to application of some constant force, if the object is moving, then in this case F is equals to 0. Force vector is 0. For suppose this is 20 Newton, this is also 20 Newton, therefore F bar equals to 0. So here there is no direction, no specified direction for null vector. Okay na? So null vector is nothing but it is a type of a vector, or it is a type of a physical quantity. So if its magnitude 0, then we are considering it as a null vector. In different cases, if the different physical quantities are having the 0 magnitude, then we can call them as null vectors. Okay, so these are the basic classification of the vectors based on their magnitude and as well as the direction. Next, let us take a look about how to add the vector. So before that I will say one point here. For suppose if a bar is a vector, if it is multiplied by a scalar or a number, then its magnitude increases by, suppose multiplied by m we are taking, increases by m times. That means m a bar, same vector but magnitude increase. For suppose I am representing it as b bar, so b bar is equal to m. Sir, what does it mean? A vector is given to you 2i plus 3j minus k. So if it is multiplied by a scalar 3, then find its vector. Therefore b bar is equal to m into a bar. So multiply the each component with 3. So 6i plus 9j minus 3k, or 3 times of 2i plus 3j minus k. Right. Next, let us see addition of vectors. Addition of vectors. So here we are going to discuss two cases. One is graphical analysis or graphical method of addition of vectors, and then analytical method of or rectangular components addition of vectors. There we will discuss. So graphical method of addition of vectors. So suppose you have given two vectors, a bar and b bar. Graphically add the vectors they are given. So we are going to get, if you add the two vectors, again you are going to get a vector, but you are getting the different magnitudes and like. Sir, how to add this? So without change the sense of direction of a given vector, we should add them. So this is a bar, and then this is the starting point or origin, and this is tail. This is tail and origin. Okay. So I am representing that vector A without any change in its sense of direction. Now we have to add the tail of vector B, sorry, the head of vector B to A without changing its direction. Okay. Now finally, if you add the two vectors, then we are going to get a bar plus b bar. If they are given the same, a bar b bar, then same, add the origin of the second vector to the tail of the first vector. Therefore we are going to get c bar is equal to a bar plus b bar. Next, opposite vectors, addition. This one is addition. Next, subtraction. Subtraction of vectors. So how to subtract the vector? For suppose they given, find a bar minus b bar. Two vectors are given like this. Vectors are given in the same direction, but they are asking for a bar minus b bar. So if they are asking for a bar minus b bar, so now we are going to take the help of the negative vector. So now I am going to draw the negative vector of the b. Negative vector of b we should draw. So without changing the magnitude, we have to draw the negative vector of b. So the subtraction is also nothing but addition of negative vector to given vector. To which vector they are asking? To that vector we should add the negative vector. That means a bar plus of minus b bar, we are going to get a bar minus b bar. The sense of adding is same. Now we are going to add like this. So a bar minus b bar. So a bar minus b bar is our representation. Okay. So in this way we can add or subtract the given vectors in geometrical method. Next, analytical method. What is analytical method? They are going to give the two vectors. A bar is equals to axi plus ayj plus azk, and b bar will be given bxi byj plus bzk. Therefore we can write a bar plus b bar as ax bxi, only x components to be added, ay plus by of j y components, az plus bz of k. And next subtraction, similar manner, in the place minus you can keep, so a bar minus b bar is equals to ax minus bx of I, ay minus by of j plus az minus bz of k. Let us take one example here. The question is given like this: a bar is equals to 2i minus j plus 4k, and b bar is equals to 3i plus j minus 2k. Now the question they are asking like this: find a bar plus 2b bar. Next question, 3a bar minus b bar, and find unit vectors of a bar plus b bar and a bar minus b bar, a bar minus 2b bar. So these are the questions they are asking. Let us take one by one. So here first one, a bar is given. A bar as is no issues, but we don't know the value of 2b bar. So first to find out the 2b bar, just now I told you, if a vector is multiplied by a number, its magnitude increases by 2 times. 2 times of 3i plus j minus 2k. So 6i plus 2j minus 4k. And then what we required? 3a required. Let us find out 3a also. Before going to do this operation, let us find out whatever the known quantities. So 3 into 2i minus j plus 4k, 6i minus 3j plus 12k. And then one more we need, 2b bar already we got, no? That's no problem. Let us do first one, a bar plus 2b bar. So add it, 2i minus j plus 4k plus 6i plus 2j minus 4k. Directly x component to be added, 6 plus 2, 8i minus j, plus j, next plus 0. So 8i plus j is a bar plus 2b bar. Now for suppose if they are asking magnitude of this vector, a bar plus 2b bar modulus under root of 8 square plus 1 square root of 65. Unit vector a bar plus 2b bar of cap. Therefore a bar plus 2b bar by modulus of a bar plus 2b bar. A bar plus 2b bar is what? 8i plus j by root of 65. So in this way we can solve the remaining also. This is work to you. You can simplify this. So take care, stay safe.